You playing right here on Pure West Radio. Oh, sounded great that here this morning on Pure West. Also, Natalie in Brugula and Torn. So, Tuesdays, they've got so much tastier. So we welcome our friend Ben Gobbi in the studio. Morning, buddy.
Hello, how you doing? You all right?
I'm very good, thanks.
Good,
Cheers for joining us.
Good.
Bruno Mars there. A big shout out to the lovely Ellen and Sophie. Congratulations on your wedding last week. Ben, you were there.
Indeed, yeah, I had the pleasure of cooking for them with my wife Ellie and the team, and yeah, it was a beautiful day. I can't for the weather-wise, it's absolutely stunning, and a beautiful family. It's so laid back, and we couldn't have some more.
Oh, fab! I mean, it's quite special, isn't it, being a part of someone's big day?
Oh, huge! And it's a massive pressure. I mean, you know it.
Yeah, I know,
and I know it, and it's one day you got to get it right first time. And it'll be remembered. Whatever happens will be remembered forever.
Yeah, whether it's terrible or whether it's brilliant, it will be remembered.
Yeah.
Do you ever do wedding cakes or anything like that?
Thankfully, we don't.
Yeah.
We do
that,
desserts. Yeah, that's another level of expertise.
That is just like...
It's another level,
It's make or break. Because, I mean, it's one of those things that it's just will be remembered. It's either like, you're either going to smash it and go, oh my God, that cake was amazing. Or it's just going to be like, oh.
Yeah, no, definitely. We do desserts and everything like that. We'll do starters, main desserts, but we'll leave the wedding cake to the professionals.
Yeah, I think that's a wise one. It's like when people say, do you do children's games and do you do magic? No. Book a magician, book a children's entertainer. I'll just play the music.
Yeah.
Not a problem. But I'm the same, that first dance. I was only chatting to a past bride that I bumped into last weekend, actually. And I was like, the pressure on that first dance.
Oh, it's huge.
I was like, you don't understand how nervous I was. She was like, really? I'm like, well, yeah, because it's that one moment that
everyone's
all eyes
are
on the bride and groom. Everybody's there.
Yeah.
Like getting lost in the moment. Yeah. Phones are out recording. It's like, if I mess that track up or play the wrong one, who's getting it in the neck? Hey? So yeah, I feel the pressure.
Indeed.
But it's lovely being a part of those special days, isn't it?
It is. It's great.
It really is. So what's in the box this week? We are looking at the box, Ben.
Yeah, indeed.
Like the actual box, which is very important because, I mean, especially with what you do in this day and age, lots of food on the go. People come to you, they take containers away. It's something we've got to be very mindful of these days.
No, 100%. And the name of the box kind of came about when we thought, right, well, we've seen the unit now. It's kind of a boxy unit. It's a room, a box. We thought we've got these big sort of polystyrene boxes that we're going to put the food in, so that's a box, and then obviously we put the food in these lovely boxes, so we thought, well, there we are, it's got to be called the box.
Is that how you came with the name? Is it
pretty much? Yeah,
the box. Boxes in boxes.
Yeah, indeed. So yeah, packaging is a huge thing for us. And it can be expensive, but we want to make sure it's good for the planet.
I mean, a lot of thought goes into these little just contributors. Just that's what it does, isn't it? It's contributing to the way that we reuse, we recycle, we upcycle. So what gave you that sort of conscious idea of using the packaging that you are?
It just when you look into the packaging and you think of the polystyrene side of things and the fact that it doesn't biodegrade, it just sits there for years, thousands of years, it doesn't go anywhere. That was kind of a big alarm bell, thinking, right, okay, well, we need to find something that is better for the planet. We use sugarcane, so it can be decompostable. So it just decomposes over weeks and months rather than sticks around in the environment for years. And they work very well.
So are these the sort of three packages that you use then? Are these the three common ones that you would use?
I brought these today. We have like noodles in these and sort of posh chips. We do obviously the burgers in the burger ones. They're pretty standard shapes, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then these ones are quite important to us. We've gone for the not bleach look with this one, 600 mil. So how they're made is they're made in plantations, mainly in Brazil, in sugarcane factories.
Okay.
And then the sugarcane is cut down. It's then mulched up and split between the sugar that we know that we put in our tea. I do anyway.
Yeah.
And the pulp then. And the pulp is known as bagasse by the Brazilians. Bagasse then gets broken down into sort of almost like wood chips in a way. And then it sort of is made into these beautiful tubs. It can also be biofuel. So this pulp can be used for burning for the city's fuel and whatever. So it is really quite a good element to use, really.
And I guess because of the materials used, the sugarcane creates that bond as well. So they're very sturdy. I mean,
100%.
Could I just have a look at one of them? I mean, they're very solid. I mean, even if you drop that with your food in, it's not exactly just going to splatter all over them.
No, that's right. And also,
very strong.
With our menu, a lot of our food is eaten the day after because our menu is versatile in the way that. So our dinner section on the menu, we've got the beef, the cod, the pork, the lasagna, things like that. They can be stored in there for 36 hours with the gravy, with the sauce, and be heated up the next day, and they don't break down. We've got we serve Bluestone and places like that say for the Christmas period, we would deliver on the Christmas Eve and then have the Christmas dinner heated up the next day. So they've worked really, really well for us.
Wow, brilliant. Because you wouldn't actually think if you had gravy in that. Hang on a minute, is that going to be all right in the fridge?
Yeah, no,
but it would be all right for 36 hours.
Yeah, it's been tried, tested, and it works very well.
Well, hats off to you for being so conscious of it and you know, having that forward thinking, because in this world we're living in, specifically right now, we've got to be super conscious of, you know, what we are doing, what we're using,
what we're leaving behind,
we're affecting the environment. Most certainly. And I know the National Park Authority, I'll use that as one example. They've just set up a charity trust, and they're really focusing now on the education of children and how to look after the coastal areas. The amount of plastic, the amount of pollution getting washed up,
crazy.
It's awful. And I suppose going back many moons ago, when you were back in some of the kitchens, you used to put a lot of plastic tubs, I could imagine.
Plastic tubs are, you use a lot of plastic tubs for general usage for the kitchen, because they do have to have that durability of use, microwaves in and out of the fridge, being washed up. And so unfortunately, plastic does reign in the kitchens at the moment still. But we have to think... And
I think as long as it is reused, I think we're all still using plastic bowls of some sort.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I'm still using plastic takeaway tubs for the kids' sandwiches. So I'm not going to chuck that away. They're really good tubs. They're very durable. Some of them have lasted years.
Yeah, of course. And single-use plastics are the worst. Because single-use and they're gone. But they hang around. But obviously recycling those bits and bobs are great. So they work well for us. They're not the cheapest in the world, but that's where we're happy to take that hit because we want to have the look of caring for the planet in whatever way we can. I mean, obviously we do other stuff that's not so great, but where we can, we've got to try and show due diligence.
And another thing I've noticed as well is sort of the cutlery. Seeing a lot more wooden forks and knives. Is that something else you adopt?
Yeah, we've done the wooden forks and knives. We're doing a few weddings now this summer that have CPLA knives and forks. Again, they look like plastic, but again, they're sugarcane based.
Okay.
So again, they will compost, and they're more popular these days. So there's definitely a substitute these days for the usual stuff that we used years ago. We can now get into sort of more sugarcane and rice cane and all different things that are biodegradable.
This is the beauty, isn't it, really, with the advances of technology, the way things are created. We can be a lot more green and mindful of reusing, or at least recycling any of our throwaway bits that we're using with foods. Also, we've had a lovely message in, Ben, from Thomas Tudor, Councillor Tudor. As a family, we have thoroughly enjoyed our food from the box. First class.
Thank you very much, Thomas.
It is delicious. Thanks, Tom, for getting in touch. Please do get in touch with your comments, your questions at Pure West Radio as well. We'd love to hear from you. I mean, weddings use, I probably assume, lots of packaging, reusables. I guess the important part for this is the follow through, isn't it? It's making sure as well that you're doing your bit, but also that you're recycling at the venue. And more often now, I'm seeing recycle bins at the marquees.
Yeah, definitely.
At the venues. I think, the process has got to be followed through, but I really do truly believe it is now. There's a lot more forward thinking with it all.
No, definitely. 100%. I would agree that. A lot of the ones that we're doing now would get a recycling bin for all the bottles and all the plastics, and there's a lot more thought process going behind it. To be fair,
I think that's a really good example. I think glass specifically has been recycled for many, many years. Yeah, you see a lot of the bigger venues have had containers for glass. Yeah, mainly for safety, but they would always be recycled. So I think that's always been, quite an advance in recycling. Yeah, but now it's great to see, this would go into the cardboard, not the black or the grey bins.
Yeah. And this is compostable.
Oh, okay, so that could even go in the green ones.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the
That's
garden.
why it just mulches down into nothing, into the earth, because it is the earth. It is sugarcane.
Yeah.
So it goes back to the earth. So it doesn't get recycled as such. It just mulches down.
Yeah.
So that's the perfect thing of it. It doesn't take any time or whatever. It just disappears.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. And, as I said, great forward thinking from you guys at the box. So this afternoon, heading on up and rustling up some nice lunch for people up with you.
By between 12 and 3 today and have some lunch and all week, really. Yeah. And then we've got a private dine on the weekend. So, yeah, we'll leave the unit about sort of 7 o'clock and go and cook at Pantadarian.
Busy.
Indeed.
Busy. If anyone would like to reach out, if they want to pop up for some lunch, they want to grab some dinner off you, maybe even want you for a private booking, how can they get in touch with you, Ben?
Well, you can give us a ring on 0797 555 3654. You can go on the website and the Facebook and the Instagram under the box by Ben Gobbi name.
Yeah, and if you do just fancy just to get those taste buds a little bit tingling and you fancy looking at some lush food, check out Ben on Instagram at the box. It really is fantastic. Thanks for popping in as always, buddy.
Oh, thank you very much.
I've got to say, some of the guys upstairs absolutely devastated there was nothing in these boxes. They were like, "Oh, what's Ben brought in this week? What's in it? Nothing." Oh, I'd be laughing my head off. So you might have to bring some food in next week.
I will. I promise.
Otherwise, they're all going to be raving at me. Sean Mendes here at POS. Have a great day, Ben. Thanks for popping in.
Thank you.
I can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink